Hello ICT students. So today we're going to introduce system administration, talk about everything within system administration. So just know today you're going to learn, in this course you're going to learn how to be a system administrator or what a system administrator does. That is what you're going to learn about. We have system administrators who work as Windows system administrators, and we have those who work as Linux system administrators, and it is all for the sake of becoming a systems administrator in the long run. People who administer systems. So let's start with Unit 1, Basic Networking Concepts. Basic Networking Concepts. Today, computer networks are everywhere. You'll find them in homes, offices, factories, hospitals, leisure centers, etc. But how are they created? What technologies do they use? In this tutorial, you will learn the basic networking technologies, terms and concepts used in all types of networks, both wired and wireless, home and office. Home and office networks. The network you have at home uses the same networking technologies, protocols and services that are used in large corporate networks and on the internet. The only real difference between a home network and a large corporate network is the size. But the principles, the way they work, and the way data moves from along the network from one client to another or from one server to another is all the same. The only difference between a home network and a large corporate network is that the size. Let's continue and say a home network will have between 1 and 20 devices, and a corporate network will have many thousands. So for example, for those people who have Wi-Fi networks at home, or MiFis, or even hotspots on their devices, on their mobile phones, you'll find that this device can support up to 10 clients or 20. But if you go to a network, to a corporate network, like that one of maybe Maltec or that one of URA, Umeme, you'll find that it supports thousands and thousands of clients on a single device like this. So that is the difference, the size. The basic principles, the concepts, those are the same. The protocols, those are the same. So let's continue. If you are completely new to networking, then the basic course will introduce you to the basic networking protocols used in small home office networks and on the internet. Networking types and structures. Networking can be wired or wireless, with most networks being a mixture of both. And we've all seen that however much some networks may be wireless, most of them are both wired and wireless. Most of them are a mixture of both. Wired versus wireless networks. Early 2008, networks were predominantly wired. Today, however, most networks will use a mixture of wired and wireless networks. Wired networks use Ethernet as the data link protocol. This is unlikely to change with the Internet of Things, as Internet of Things devices will be predominantly wireless. So most of the Internet of Things devices are wireless devices. We're talking about smartwatches, smartphones, smart TVs, and any other smart device you have in your home. All these will be wirelessly connected, so they won't be able to use the Ethernet cable to network. Wired networks advantages and disadvantages. Wired networks have the following advantages and disadvantages. Let's talk about the advantages. Ethernet ports are found on almost all laptops and networks, even on those 8 years old. So we're talking about wired networks, their advantages and disadvantages. So Ethernet ports are found on almost all laptops, PCs, and netbooks, even on those 8 years old. So if you don't know how an Ethernet port looks like, please do some research about it. You can find various pictures on the internet. Wired networks are faster than wireless. Please take note, wired networks are faster than wireless. Data rates were periodically increased from the original 10 megabits per second to 1 gigabits per second. Most home networks use 10 to 100 megabits per second. So wired networks are faster than wireless networks. Also, wired networks are more secure than wireless networks. Also consider that, because it is easier to hack a wireless network, but it is hard to hack a wired network. Disadvantages. The need to use cables which can be unsightly, difficult to run, and expensive. So every time you need to use a wired network, you will need to buy Ethernet cables to connect various devices or computers together. This becomes difficult to run and expensive. Disadvantage 2. Wired networks cannot be used easily between buildings or plants. For example, if you have two corners of skyscrapers and you want to share the same network, you'll have to move an Ethernet cable from this building to the other building. This becomes expensive in the long run, and it makes it difficult to share the same network. Disadvantage 3. Wired networks do not support mobile phones and tablets. For example, I haven't seen any mobile phone or tablet produced with the capability of using an Ethernet cable. So the moment your network is based on an Ethernet cable, you'll only use that network on your printer and computer or laptop, but you'll not be able to use it on your mobile phones and tablets. Okay, so let's look at the advantages and disadvantages of wireless networks. Advantages and disadvantages of wireless networks. Wireless networks use Wi-Fi as the data link protocol. However, other wireless options are being developed for the Internet of Things. So wireless networks have the following advantages and disadvantages. The first advantage is, generally, wireless networks are easier to set up. You just activate your hotspot You put in a password and you connect it to the wireless network. Number 2, wireless networks can be used both on home and public networks. They can be used for both home and public networks, which means that you can just put an access point that will provide Wi-Fi service, and your environment or your society will be able to access this wireless network, whether someone is in the bathroom, outside the bathroom, or someone is in the compound, or someone is in the bedroom or in the sitting room. They can all be able to access a wireless network. Advantage 3, no cables are required to access this wireless network. That makes it very cheap and easy to access. The other advantage is a wireless network can be used by or can be used with mobile phones and tablets. This makes it easily accessible and easy to use. Then the disadvantages of wireless networks. Number 1, wireless networks are generally slower in comparison to wired networks. Wireless networks are generally slower in comparison to wired networks. That is disadvantage 1. Disadvantage 2, wireless networks are limited by range. If you have an Ethernet cable that is long from Maltec to Roundup, you can connect someone in Round. But very few Wi-Fi access points have the ability to move maybe up to 100 meters. They can be able to access 10 meters, 50 meters, but then the longer the distance, the harder it is for someone to access this network. And plus, it will be very weak when in comparison to wired networks. If a wireless access point is very far, it becomes hard and weak, which makes it very, very slow when accessing it. Wireless networks are not as secure as wired networks, especially when you are setting them up. If you don't have an expert setting them up, they become even less secure, which makes them vulnerable to hackers and other computer security risks.